Good morning, good morning. Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back, welcome back. Um, I don't know if you guys saw my post yesterday. I couldn't come on. I had a stomach bug, and now, unfortunately, my wife's got it from me. So, yeah, we were out for Memorial Weekend. We went and saw my cousin in Sarasota. Had a great time, lovely time seeing, my aunt and her children, and that side of town as well. We took Pedro the French bully with us, our dog. It was a 3 hours journey, you know. Great time. Came back on Sunday, woke up on Monday, and I was out, bro. I was like really sick, you know. And not to be disgusting, I was throwing up. I had the Lucy's, if you know, you know, bro. Just being real. So today I'm much better. You know, I went out to get some meds for my wife because now apparently she has. She was taking care of me yesterday, but today she has it. She's ill, and I just think hopefully we get back to being ourselves ASAP because I miss and she misses the boxing classes as well this week. But I think it's also like we were just eating, bro. Like we were eating. Like my cousin cooks really well. We were eating and we went out and we ate more, bro. We overate. Like in my opinion, I felt like I overate. But anyway, getting back to why you guys tuned in. If you don't know, I'm Jeremy Waller, just guy with a hat, talking about stocks from a beginner's point of view, right? So I've been in the market since 2015, and disclaimer, I'm not a financially certified advisor. I can't advise you what to buy, hold, or sell. However, I'm just walking through with you with my experience and what I'm doing in this public portfolio. Sometimes I tell you what I buy. If you follow me, my links below in Instagram, I put on screenshots what I'm buying on my private portfolio with buy price and etc. So let's get into it, guys. Without further ado, public portfolio is on the way to 10K. This was, like you guys know, if you've been on this channel, 6, 7 months in, only we are literally putting more money into it because it was a account that was literally not doing anything. You were just showing people back then, people in their early 20s who know me. You guys know who I'm talking about if you all know. Just showing them how to use Robinhood, how to invest, whether it's XRP, whether it's HBAR back then. And so recently, when I started these live streams, I sold out of crypto and moved it into stocks because all my crypto sits on Coinbase. Links below if you want to use Coinbase or any of these platforms, Robinhood, Moomoo, whatever. So the title today is exactly what I want to get into. We are in a time where investing is really key. Earlier, I'd gone out to Target to pick up some goods and on the way back filled some gas. I filled gas at Chevron. I own Chevron stocks in the private portfolio. Took the car for a wash. The lady beside me was option trading on Robinhood. And the lady probably was much younger to me. She looked like in her early 20s. But it's good to see people are really doing this and taking. I mean, I used to do options. I don't do options. I'm a long term investor now. I can't, like I say, advise you what to do. But from my experience, what works for me is long term investing. Does it work? It might work for some, it might not work for others. It didn't suit my ecosystem because I have a primary job and I focus on investing as not gambling as a long term play for me. But it was interesting and really great to see people are at least in this game because the way inflation is coming, I mean, it's already here. It's just going to keep on increasing. Your $100 today is not going to be $100 the same worth in a few months, in a couple of months to come, or even by next year, right? So I would rather tell you guys, if you're just joining this channel, hats off to you for coming on. You know, you're actually making it a difference for your life. And if I do sound a bit, it's because of that sickness that I'm trying to go through. So yeah, just bear with me. But I'm here, bro. I'm making it happen, owning it. So if you even take $100 a month and put it in VOO, which is in the public portfolio as well. Now, this account is basically just to show people how it is. So don't go buy how many shares or whatever. But right now, we just we've already made almost 10% of this, right? And this account is literally just started like especially in some of the plays we just started. I'm just showing you like what to buy, what not to buy, what's happening, what's not happening. I'm not chasing the hype. SpaceX is coming out. If you can't get into SpaceX because of for the IPO or whatever, these are the other ETFs I'm buying and stock in regards to the same sector. But if you take $100 every month as a benchmark, right? If you take more, it's even better for you. And start putting in VOO. VOO basically tracks the S&P 500. So all the Fortune 500 companies in America, all the big dogs of 500 American companies are in VOO. I would choose this for you guys. If you're not starting fresh, this is where you start, in my opinion. Secondly, I would tell you to put it in. So we'll get to individual stocks because I know some of you guys want to know about that, but we'll get to that. Second, I would say put it in QQQ, which is not in this, but let's just open it up. It's not in the public portfolio, but this is what I would advise you guys getting into as well. Give me a second. Give me a sec, guys. Okay. So what I would say next is QQQ. Why I'm saying QQQ is actually a great point. So what does QQQ actually do? These are all the sectors that the ETF. What is an ETF? So let's backtrack. ETF is an exchange trade fund. It's a basket of stock. So you don't buy Apple. You don't buy Nvidia. If you buy companies like not companies, if you want to buy those companies individually, but these are the safest way to do it, in my opinion. Nvidia is here, Apple is here, right? So you get all of these. You don't have to buy them individually. That's an ETF, a basket of these companies, of these stock. So if you just go here, bro, simple as, right? And you look year 1 year. In 1 year, this ETF grew 41%. Okay, we're not going to go 5 years and all that because we're beginners. In 1 year, 41%. Year to date, which is Jan till now, almost 18. 3 months, 20. 1 month, 10. 1 week, 4%. So you don't want to look at the day. So VOO, QQQ. The other one we have it in the public portfolio. It's SPMO. Now these are just my three ETFs. So if you can put 100, 100, 100 in each, great. 100 in VOO, 100 in triple Q, 100 in SPMO. This one. Why am I saying SPO? Because if you look at 1 year ago, 43%. They all kind of do something different. If you can't choose, if you can't do three, do two. So you do VOO and triple Q, or you do VOO and SPMO. So you understood what VOO does. You've understood what triple Q does. 1 month, almost 15%. Past weeks, almost 7. We're not looking at the day. So what does SPMO do? SPMO tracks an index of 100 S&P. So only from VOO, it tracks from those 500 top 100 only, with the strongest volatility adjusted momentum. Okay. So what does that mean? So what sectors are there? Technology, industrials, communication services, healthcare, financial services, consumer, defensive, wow, basic materials, consumers, silicon, utilities, real estate as well. So if you don't like me, I don't have real estate, great. I'm in real estate. Some of the companies here, MU, bro, Micron is in here as well. AMD, Nvidia. So it's really like Chip, Semi, and Johnson. Look at that, Johnson Johnson. These are just few of the companies. Now, what you want to look at is, since we've had this in the public portfolio, it's made us 23.44%, right? So it's made us $88, which we never had. So when you have money like sitting around in your, imagine you have this money sat in an account and suddenly you wake up and it's 300 odd and then 88 $464. You've just made money, bro. So you need to train your mind like, okay, I'm going to recurringly do this, whether it's weekly, monthly, daily. Find a budget that you're aligned with and start investing into these three ETFs. Build your portfolio with this benchmark. Either you get into VOO, either you get into QQQ, either you get into SPMO. And do this for your benefit. So when you reach, if you're in your 20s right now, bro, early 20s, easy a millionaire by the time you're my age. Or before, bro. It all depends how compounding, they don't teach this in school. Compounding, bro, really helps. I wish I was taught this in school. Some factors like I was, we learned calculus. Like, bro, I've never used calculus since I've been an adult, since I've had a job in a corporate world. I've never used calculus. I don't know, but that's just, I'm speaking from my perspective, right? So those are the three ETFs that I would advise you guys get into ASAP, no Rocky, right? And bro, in 1 week we are up almost $200. 1 month, 200. We're gonna go to 1 year, $213. 3 months, 629. Year to date, 45. 1 year, I'm down 930. And let no people fool you, because on YouTube, I've seen a lot of people showing you greens. I'm showing the reds as well, right? I'm transparent with this public portfolio because I want to let people know, because when I started investing in 2015 and 2016 and 2017 and so on, I've seen, like roads hit 2009, 2010 when there was a recession globally as well. So, but I was still dollar cost averaging, DCA, meaning I was still buying at these dips. Was I buying as much? No, I was just buying the dips because I didn't know how far the knife would fall. So I was still buying them. Now, why am I down this much? If you look at it from a percentage, it's only 10%. I'm down this much because there was crypto in this account, which honestly I had completely forgot about it. And I had XRP and H bar. So I sold it, convert at a loss, obviously. I got into XRP on Coinbase when it was 77 cents. The XRP over here was, I don't know, maybe like at $2 and some change. But the reason I did that was to show someone this is how you would buy on Robinhood. And at that time, XRP was growing, so I'm like, okay, I put $1,000 in it just to show that other person as well how I'm doing it. Now that other person didn't put $1,000 or whatever, but it was just showing the person on my platform, on my phone app, how to do it, how to trade, invest, whatever, right? But we're gonna come back to this in a couple of months and I'll show you it's not gonna be this much. It's all gonna be positive, right? So let's just click all. So if we go all time, since this account's been open, it's $407 only loss. Okay. So now let's go back to 1 week and let's just keep it on a day because we're trading live. Well, we're investing live. We're buying. I don't like to use the word trades because I used to use it quite often when I use trade daily. So we're investing live. Now, American Express, the wife and I own American Express cards. We're not here to brag or boast, but it is what it is. Another company I'm trying to build in the public portfolio. So when you see like 0.32 shares and all, what I'm trying to do with the public portfolio, I'm trying to get these companies, like I have a goal. Now, American Express, I want 5 shares in the public portfolio, but I only want to buy when it's red. Will it be red? Can I buy it now? 100%. You know, it's only 309, 313. You know, this is how you read the charts. You just hover over it. The reds are the low points. If you look at low on top right, it's $312. If you look at the week, 3003, 303, sorry, which was 7 days ago, a week ago. So I like to buy in red. If it goes up, I might put small amounts. But my aim for the public account to have 5 shares of this. So far, another, in my opinion, is 1634. We got this in the private portfolio, and one of my private in Mumu, link below, at $7, bro. So we've doubled our money already in that portfolio, in the private portfolio. But obviously over here we bought it at 17. Now I'm in this play for long term, right? Yes, I do review stocks like how, with Adobe. I'll show you what happened with Adobe because I sold some of my Adobe plays. But every now and then, if you look at this portfolio, right, the public portfolio, now you look at, I'm down here $14. This guy covers this. You see what I'm saying? So Coinbase covers it. Robinhood $29 out. This guy covers this. Okay. What you want to get at is get to the greens and get more into the green. You see, so my losses are being covered, right? And more and more. See, Google 157, just two shares, bro. Two shares and some change. $157. Adobe, I sold yesterday um, $300 worth of the stock. So currently, so it bought the average cost down because I sold at a loss, right? So if you look at it today, it's 239, and I bought other plays and I put in other things in the puppy portfolio. Plus, we still have majority of it here sitting here, right? So what did we do in the public portfolio with that $300? So we sold $300. I bought 5 shares of this company, which will UiPath, which is about automation, and we'll get into right now banking and stuff. We'll get into this. Poet Technologies, I bought 1 share again. Navitas Semiconductor, again, semiconductor is a great space to be in now. You can look at Intel, AMD, and if you can hear that, that's Pedro the Frenchie. He's snoring. He's an old boy, 10, 70 years, I guess, in human. So I bought this. This comes from, it's a recurring order I have. This company is a pharmaceutical company, so I'm just diversifying the portfolio. That's another thing you want to do. If you choose the 3 ETFs, they do all the homework for you, so you don't have to do anything. But also, if you want to see gains, also losses, but if you want to see gains, individual stocks are the way to maximize your gains, but just take it slow and you'll get there. Amazon, another recurring order, and that's just me. That's where right? So let's go back. So that's how I'm building out the public portfolio, right? Just to show you guys, and I'm trying to speak to the audience, which is you guys, like in a tone where someone could talk to me when I got into investing, right? Because now, obviously, the lingo, we all get like when I was younger, I always got overwhelmed with numbers and everything, right? And it kind of put me off because you see this big number and you're like, oh shit, you know. And part of my French, it is what it is. But I'm trying to show you guys here, like, even those are like just single digit shares, amounts of money that you put. Like, if you look at Google, bro, that's NVIDIA. If you look at Google, right, you might say, okay, it's not even $1,000, right? Now, most of you guys watching this, I'm sure even as a beginner, you'll have at least $1,000 lying around. If you put that $1,000 in Google, over time you'll get 24, 25, 30%. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. Right? Now if you still don't want to put in individual stocks, there's another great ETF. It's all to do with memory. Okay, let me just show you. We are on May 27th, so the month's not even over. If you look here, we got into this play May 6th. We put $500 at $46. Now it's 60, right? To get this 1 share of this ETF. We've already made 28% and some change, $140, which I never had. I never had this. So it's 640, less than a month. So I'm telling you guys, like, this is what I mean. Like my title says of this video, you got to start investing now, right now. If you're on this, if you're watching this, whether you're on the live or you're watching it tomorrow, today, later on, bro, and you're a beginner, I'm praying for you to invest in yourself for your betterment, for your future. If you're in your early 20s, bro, you're gonna make it. You're gonna be a millionaire. So trust me, maybe a multi-millionaire if you start the right steps for yourself. If you're in your 30s, you're not too late. 40s, this is where I am at. I'm glad I started in 2015, but I wish I was more consistent and took more than, because I've now, for example, I used to drink back then. I used to spend stupid money in the clubs. Stupid money, like I used to go out to a club, bro, and I'm fucking like, let's go buy a fit for this weekend, that weekend. It's crazy, dude. So I've been almost 3 years sober, so that's on me, but all that money that I used to spend, like even now, I'm like slowing down on buying shoes and sneakers because I used to live in New York and everybody there, the hype of shoes, sneakers, and obviously coming from Dubai, I'm originally from Dubai. And I started making money. I wanted all my shoes and sneakers and Jordans and blah blah blah. I've calmed down. I'm realizing that I need to take care of my family, my wife, of course myself, but I want to also take care of people who are unfortunate. As the more money I make in this public portfolio, I want to do better things for you guys as well, you know. So yeah, I've given you 4 ETFs today: VOO, QQQ, SPMO, DRAI, DRAM. So look it up. Check on these companies, on these ETFs. Okay, what are the new plays? Now the new plays are just to put on my radar. I got into this, like I said recently. You are part study on recent. Bro, I'm still using one of these mouses. Okay, let's just go what it does. And with Robinhood, bro, the amount of information, like I'm not affiliated with Robinhood, but I like to use it because I like to show people, like, it's pretty user friendly in my opinion. All these stats, 4% sell, blah blah blah. And again, I always like to tell people who are coming into the game, do your DD, do your own due diligence, right? Now, Morningstar is like a rating research report, exactly like how it says. They're saying this should be 1650 and today is 11.8. So always do your DD, check on what's happening. Updated December 6th, so it's not updated recently. So read all the fine print, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to know about the company, it's right in here as well. So we're only down like not even a percent, 5 shares. If it drops more, I'm in the accumulating stage right now. Yes, I might want 5 shares of Amex because this cost $300. I might want 50 shares of this company. You see what I'm saying? Let's look at 3 months ago, year to date. So see, I like to get companies like this when it's in the red. And why I only have 5 shares? I want to get some skin in the game. I can see, I can track it, see what's happening. Here it is. So this company is in the development and provision of a software platform. So already there you can say it's AI. To automate business processes, the firm serves the public, healthcare, telecommunication, finance, and banking industry. So all the main sectors, these guys platforms there. It also offers accounts payable automation, claiming processing automation, contact center automation, and finance and accounting automation. Dude, how many times have they used the word automation? The company was founded by Daniel and Maurice in 2005. So yeah, in New York. So another AI play which I feel is good in tech. I think someone used my link, so I got. So thank you guys, whoever used my link. I got $5 of Google. There you go. And the $5 that I got is already up 2.20%. Thank you guys. Peace and blessings. There's another semiconductor play I just added. So not majorly. It's only 2 shares, $59. Already up 10%. in the public portfolio. You know, again, just putting some skin in the game with these new players. So the new players are not like in and out. The new players are basically I'll review after 6 months and 12 months. That's how my new players. Same with Adobe. I've been in it for a while, and after 6 months, I'm now reviewing it. So I got $300. I'm not completely out of it at this point in time, but another great company, bro. Look at it, under $15. Two shares, you know, down 3%. Again, the data is right there for you guys to read it. I'm not gonna read out because my voice is I can hear it going. So I'm trying to do as much as I can with you guys on here. I'm just showing you the new place for a beginner. This is a company which I'm going to accumulate more. I don't own this company in any of my portfolios as of now. It's a pharmaceutical company, you know. Let me just show you this, guys. 1 year ago, it's up 51%. 5 years ago, it's up 438%. Year to date, not much. 3 months, 6.2. 1 month, almost 24%. So what happens in the public portfolio on Robinhood over here? It is recurring orders of $10. So weekly buy of $10, and I'm gonna run it for a year, and then we'll track it together. MKSI, another new play, provides instrument subsystems. I think these are all components based. So like with AI, with semiconductors, with tech, with SpaceX coming out, everybody needs components. Like all the systems, solutions to analyzing, bro. Like, look at it. This is the bro. Check it up. Do your due diligence, right? Uh, bro, my stomach's making noise, bro. I just ate something. It must be all the sickness that the stomach bug. But if you heard it, that's why I announced it. So we already are. How much did we put? Sorry, my bad. So we are putting 3, 4%. We only have this much. So yeah, all of these I will accumulate slowly. Um, I'll be buying when they're in red. I don't like to buy when they're greens. But this I would buy probably now. XC Energy, obviously in it for the long term, $72. I'm gonna buy some XC right now with you guys. And small bits, bro. And that's another thing. You can change it in dollars. You can even buy like 1 point. You see what I'm saying? You just do what you're good at doing. Fits your budget, and then you play with it. You don't gamble. When you say play with it, you make it happen. So we just bought $10 of XC. We already got 3.04 shares. Intel is down today. I mean, look at Intel in the year today, bro. One of my guys got us at $27. See the low top right on the iPhone mirroring? 37. But I got AMD now, bro. I wish I got Intel as well, but yeah. BE, I didn't skip that. Another energy company. Up 10%, only $55. That's still, if you just joined, right? And you want to watch this video from the beginning where I'm showing you small amounts of money adding up. Compound is key. Compound will get you there. Like this account literally started with no money in it, and it's literally now I'm just looking after it for the last 6 months. And if you guys go back and see, look, we were just at 2 3,000 4,000. Now today we are at 8,700. So the road to 10K, then I'm going to take this account from 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 50. That's the plan. So yeah. I told you about DRAM. So yeah, Intel. Also, like cybersecurity ETFs are there. If you guys want to know, this is one of them. CIBR. How much do we have in this? 100, just two shares. Already made almost 18%. So with everything going on AI and everybody using AI so much, and there will be obviously security problems. So you want to obviously teach yourself and advise yourself to invest in cybersecurity company. This is one that is in the public portfolio, and it's already made us almost 18%. So $24 that this account never had from this one ETF. So CIBR, this one. We went to DRAM, so I'm not going back. COPEX, copper. This is another component that I'm in, not majorly in, just one share, skin in the game, but giving us almost 9% return. Elf on the shelf. Bro, look at that candle, bro. Madness. So I have my bags of alpha in my private, but I also show you that one should have diversity in a portfolio. So if you're not in ETFs, which is VOO, QQQ, SPMO, or DRAM, like mixture of these, and you want individual stocks like Amazon's, Apple's, also put ELF because it does consumer goods. And I can see this company going about 18, 19, 0% is sell, see? But that's just my, so I can't advise you how to buy or hold or sell, obviously. But do your own due diligence and make it happen. Elf's a winner for me, so I'm keeping it. Also, you have to think, right? The money is now in tech, AI, and all these things. Sooner or later, they will rotate to other sectors, and that's just how it is. That's how I've seen it since I've been in the markets in 2015. So I'm in this for the long term. And did I show you guys how much we have? So in this portfolio, it's not much, $200. We're down only $14. So you know what? I'm gonna accumulate some more. What's the buy price or your average price? $61. I'll just buy $10. But I have all my bags for Elf in my private, bro. My main account in private is I use Fidelity. And the reason that I use Fidelity for my main account because it's more of a long term play. Like I don't see things like predictions. I don't get distracted. I'm not into gambling at all when it comes to my money making more money. Nike is up in this portfolio. That's crazy. Even if it's a buck up and change, it's up. Amazon, great play. I'm skipping this guy because it was just to get some skin in the game. It's only one share, 50. If you like golf, bro, look this company up. If you like golf, you play golf. It's good to like teach you as a beginner. Like I would tell people, if you use Uber, check how Uber is doing. You know what I mean? So you set your brain right, your mind right. So like if you look at Uber, 1 year ago it's down 20%. Year to date, 1 month, 1 week. So I feel like Uber is a good price point to buy as of now because you're getting it at a steal. $5 years ago it was here. This is September 10, 2025. It was $100. So you're still getting it for a steal, in my opinion. I have Uber in a private portfolio. So look at companies like this. If you don't use Uber, Netflix, I think we have Netflix here, do we? Maybe not. So, ticker symbol. These are called ticker symbols. NF. I don't know what's wrong with the internet, bro. So these are called ticker symbols here, NFLIX. So now, 1 year ago is down 26 point something. 5 years ago up 75, right? So it used to be about $127 per share, so it's done now. 73% buy. But that's what I'm saying, right? These companies are there for the long term. I mean, who's bigger than Netflix? Nobody. Now, these guys are SaaS stock. I told you about SPMO. Adobe, I told you what I did. So my CRM play, I'm still in it for some time. I might reduce it. I'm down $50. But like I said, guys, like my SPMO just covers that. There's another SaaS stock which is up. Nvidia is up. Google, APH, Microsoft. I'm just going to buy some more VO now because I'm not just doing the talk, I'm doing the walk with you guys. Let's see what's in this account in terms of recurring. There's only for Amazon, SPM. Okay, cool. So this is what I'm doing. Amazon and this account's $5 tomorrow. It's a daily buy. So every day is buying. SPMO weekly buy 20, Nvidia weekly buy 10, and this one. Where's the Amazon? Did we see Amazon, guys? Bro, if Meta falls like, if Meta was like CRM, I was like, fuck, $50 straight in. Amazon. So there's hardly any money, you see what I'm saying? But Amazon's a fucking titan, bro. 280, 270, we're almost hitting it, the high, see? Guys, I think I'm going to leave it as that for today. I just wanted to come on. Obviously, I'm not feeling too well. Like, if you've been on my past streams, you can sense it in my voice. But I just want to say, bro, start investing in yourself today. Make this journey for yourself, for your betterment. The world is changing really fast with AI. I'm sure you guys all seen the news of Amazon and Meta and all these other companies laying off people. If you haven't started your investing journey, start it. Connect with people around you. Connect with people who you think are investing. Ask questions to people that whether it's your colleagues, whoever. You know, come on the stream if you think this. I give you some sort of guidance. Connect with me. You know, just make it happen for your betterment. I want to see you do better. You know. On that note, peace. Make it happen. Own it. One love, bro. Keep doing your thing. You'll get there. But start today, bro.